This is Neil Schneider for MTBS-TV at GDC 2017. To my immediate right is Massimo Rico. He's field engineer for Captoglove. Welcome to the program.
Hello, hi.
So what have we got on display here?
So basically what we're showing is a virtual motion controller. It's basically it is capable to read every movement of your hand, so it knows the movement from the wrist to the fingertips, so it can track the movement and the bending of your fingers plus the movement of the wrist. It can be used with any game that you have, so basically it can be played on past games, so maybe DOS games or present games, and it can connect to your PC or to the smartphone, so you can use it to play games on the smartphone or games on your PC, and also can be used to control the smartphone, so maybe you want to scroll images or pull up volume or answer a call, it can be done with the glove.
So how is it possible to use the glove to control existing games that were not coded for that purpose?
Okay, so basically the glove is actually working on any existing content. In games that are made in virtual reality, we're actually going to give, in the nearest future, we're going to give a second sensor placed on the arm, and it will give you also the position tracking of the hand and also depth. So you will be able to reach out for things and be able to grab them.
Like, for example, does it have a way of translating what's going on in your hand to keyboard strokes? Like how does that work?
Okay, so basically the finger sensors that are on each finger are bending sensors, and you can assign up to 2 keys for each finger. So at each bending on your finger you can assign a different key. So maybe, I don't know, for the index, when I bend it like this, it could be the W key, and when I bend it at this range it can be the S key. So it's totally customizable and on your better needs, of course.
Okay, good stuff. Now there's 9 sensors in there. How many sensors are in there?
Okay, so there are 5 finger sensors, so five bending sensors, 1 for each finger. Plus we have a pressure sensor on the thumb, so it knows how much pressure you're giving. Plus we have the board in the center that is capable to read, it has 3 magnetometers, 3 accelerometers and 3 gyroscopes. Plus we had another sensor that knows how high you are, so it can read the altitude of your hand, and you can assign a key to different altitudes.
So there's a lot of sensors in there, obviously.
Yeah.
What about, so is it positionally tracked? I mean, you have like 9 degrees of freedom?
Yeah, we have 9 degrees of freedom, actually 9 degrees of freedom with the IMU plus this other sensor, that makes it 10. But with the second sensor on the arm, you're able to have 20 degrees of freedom. So as I said, also depth and position tracking inside space.
Any word on latency?
No, the latency we have actually tested out is under 5 milliseconds, so the latency is very, very low. The connection is via Bluetooth Low Energy, so it gives the battery lifetime of 10 hours. And also can be played cabled, of course. So if you want to play more than 10 hours, it can be played, and it takes only 1 hour, 1 hour and a half to be recharged. So yeah. Okay,
good stuff. So we're at Game Developers Conference. Is this something that game developers can directly support? Like, is there an SDK for this?
Okay, so we're going on Kickstarter in 2 weeks, and we're actually selling. So we're selling the glove on Kickstarter, but the SDK will come out by May, June, so developers from Unity, from Unreal, iOS and Android will be able to work with the glove and integrate it inside their game or the system.
And how much are these gloves going to go for?
Okay, for the Kickstarter early bakers we're going to go for $160, and the retail price after that is going to be $250.
And when you say gloves, like, are they being sold by the pair, or is it one glove at a time?
Okay, so the glove can be sold as a singular glove, or it can go also paired. So you can have the double of your keys assignable, so maybe one can be the control to move and the other can do all the action, so shooting, throwing grenades, bending down or whatever. So it can go one or both, yes.
And the 160, is that for one glove or 2?
The 160 is for 1.
Good stuff. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us.
Guys, thank you.
This is Neil Schneider for MTBS-TV at GDC 2017. Thank you for watching.